So are we in a weird space, though, from an open source perspective, where open source is a marketing gimmick or tool seems to be more prevalent, especially with a lot of startups? Is that something that you've kind of noticed, and do you have any thoughts on? I mean, I've noticed more and more companies claiming openness, but not necessarily following the same sort of open source strategy or values that many of those in the space have had in the past.
Of course, yes, you're completely right. That is the case. But I'm also arguing that there are several ways of being loyal to the thought of open source. There's not just one recipe. And if there were one recipe, then everybody would follow it, and it would guarantee both commercial success and a well-used product. So it's really hard. I mean, if you look at, you were asking me what open source project is the one that I'm using and I'm happy with, and I mentioned Python. I don't think that there's a Python business model, and there never was really supposed to be one either. And that's probably a reason why Python is consistently number one in Stack Overflow questions over the last year. So it probably is a situation where you have to, where you will have an easier time if you get rid of all of the commercial goals and only have an open source goal. But then you're not going to build an organization around it either. It's going to be purely managing volunteers.
Very good point. Yeah.